Hello, I'm Nicole Bonilla. This Designing the Look video is inspired by the Disney movie Coco and Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. I'm going to show you my creative process for building my first ofrenda and a replica of the white De La Cruz guitar from the movie. Also, my design and creation of a beautiful gold ruffled gown from curtains and bed sheets purchased from Goodwill. And finally, the photo shoots of my Miguel from the movie Coco and several other beautiful models styled for Day of the Dead. You'll also hear a few of the amazing songs from Coco performed by some super talented local guitarists. And finally, a heartwarming cover of Remember Me from the movie.
One of the main ideas of Coco is family. I have a family of 5. I have my mom, my dad, my baby brother, and my older sister, and then there's me. Anybody can be a family, no matter how many groups of people there are. You just need love and support, and then that's basically a family.
Family is everything for me. My whole family is either in Mexico, and whoever immigrated here, it's in Arizona. Nobody moves anywhere. We're within like an hour away from each other. Dia de los Muertos is a Mexican tradition where we celebrate the dead, our families mostly, take flowers to the cemetery, but we also make an ofrenda at home, and we put things that they liked, food, things that they left behind for their families, and their pictures. So they can feel comfortable to come and see everything. And it's every year, November 1st.
Please consider liking and sharing this video and subscribing to my channel. Then I can keep creating these video projects to share with you. My husband's family has Mexican ancestry, so this project was especially meaningful for us. This was my first time making an ofrenda, so I decided to start at my local Goodwill. I searched for vintage-looking picture frames and other tchotchkes and candles that would go with my warm color scheme and have a Mexican flair. Known as the flower of the dead, or flor de muerto, the marigold is said to attract the souls of the dead. So I decided to make a marigold garland arch as the focal point of my ofrenda. To keep it cost-effective, I purchased orange tissue paper and decided to make the marigolds by hand. And since many hands make light work, I employed any of my kids and their friends who happened to be in the house at the time to help. As the base for my ofrenda, I started with my front entry cabinet. Then I created 2 additional levels using peanut butter jars, spare wood, and pasta boxes. Basically the first things I found in my pantry. I draped colorful scarves over my shelves and proceeded to add the picture frames. Then I filled in every nook and cranny with candles, flowers, tchotchkes, and treats. I wasn't concerned with the photos inside the frames I was using, since I would be digitally adding photos to the portraits in Photoshop. Once we lit the candles, we stood back and fell in love with the magical scene. It evoked a feeling of reverence, joy, and respect for our deceased loved ones. This is a tradition we are excited to continue in our family.
When I walked in and saw the ofrenda, I thought it was a whole nother level. I thought it was just going to be me throwing on the jacket, the shoes, and just be Miguel. But there was the guitar, there was a dog that looked like the dog from the movie, there's the ofrenda. It just felt like Coco. It didn't feel like just a normal photo shoot. It felt like Coco.
And immediately I was impressed just with the whole set. I was like, it was just so nice. I was so happy for him to do it.
To make our replica of the white guitar from the movie, I started by tracing an actual guitar for the appropriate size and shape. Then we went to Home Depot and purchased a thin sheet of masonite. And while we were there, I looked inside a trash can that was next to the cutting machine and found several scrap pieces of wood, which they gave us for free. Once we got home, Gabe traced the front and back of the guitar on the masonite and proceeded to cut it out with just a simple scroll saw. Then Gabe glued together the scrap pieces that we had found to make the heel, neck, and head of the guitar. Once the glue was dry, he used a bandsaw to cut and carve the glued pieces to create one continuous guitar neck shape. This seemed like the best solution for stability and realism. Then he sanded the head to refine the shape. He used a drill press to cut the holes in the head for the strings and the bolts. To create the body of the guitar, he cut pieces of 2x4 and glued them around the perimeter to provide support. To create the curved sides of the body, we used a foam square floor tile and cut it into 4-inch strips. After applying rubber cement to all the pieces, it required some teamwork to glue the curved pieces into place. Then it was time to paint the entire guitar with white paint and start adding the decorative motifs. I used a black Sharpie to freehand the flourishes onto the guitar. Then a gold Sharpie was used to add the gold accents. After gluing and securing the neck to the body, it was time for a protective coating spray. I purchased a set of guitar strings from Amazon, and we simply added a few screws and nails to secure the strings. Technically, this guitar does make music, but not the kind you'd want to listen to. It was just made to look good.
So when I first saw the guitar, it was when I was first entering the photo shoot, and it really brought the photo shoot to life, and it felt like actual Coco, because it's a really good guitar and it looks exactly like the one from the movie. But I actually thought it was very fun of an experience to have, and not a lot of people get to have it, but I really enjoyed it.
I made the skirt and blouse lining from a set of gold-colored bed sheets I purchased from Goodwill. For the top layer of the skirt, I used some sheer curtains in a matching gold color I also found at Goodwill. I made the blouse separate from the skirt to accommodate the wide variety of body types and heights of my clients. The continuous gold color from head to toe visually elongates the figure and makes the model look taller. The rows of ruffles add elegance and movement when the skirt is thrown or twirled.
Doing the photo shoot, I really enjoyed doing my makeup, doing my hair, dressing up with these pretty dresses, and taking pictures in front of the amazing ofrenda. I feel really traditional. In some of the portraits, I portrayed a woman who has died, so I needed to act like I was dead. Being able to touch my boyfriend, it was kind of sad. So I was like, oh, okay, this probably needs to be sad because I'm dead, and I can touch him, but I'm still here, so I can see the picture from the other side, from the dead. Working with Nicole was amazing. I never done a photo shoot indoors, but she was able to guide me through everything, even the positions of the hands and how to turn, what's the best, my best, side or the figure. So it was pretty amazing in how she knew all those things.
I did sugar skull makeup for the first time on my daughter and photographed her in front of an old wood gate. Then she did her own teal-inspired makeup, and we paired it with a red wig and her violin. For Emily's photo shoot, we did dark black eyes with large red roses in her hair. They coordinated with the bouquet of roses she held in her arms. Chloe wore a classic red wrap dress, so we did her makeup with a red theme and contrasted it with cream-colored flowers in her hair. Heidi has strawberry blonde hair, so we stayed consistent with her coloring with the yellow-orange dress and large yellow and orange flowers. I have about 6 white lace curtains I bought from Goodwill a while ago and was super excited to set them up for Zoe's photo shoot. I wanted to go with a white and bright color scheme for Day of the Dead. Zoe is not only a great model, but an up-and-coming makeup artist and did a fantastic job. I photographed her with a bright backlight and love the soft effect. I also purchased some orange and gray pillowcases and shower curtain from Goodwill to make a bunch of fabric roses for Zoe's next look. I cut them into strips of fabric and used my gathering foot on my sewing machine to quickly transform them into flowers. Then I simply hot glued alligator clips to the back sides, which allowed me to quickly clip them to her corset and skirt top. We included my artificial bird friend to add to the classic orange and black mood and color scheme.
When I walked in and I saw the pictures, I was amazed in how good they came out. I was really amazed in how what we did, you can see what it means in the picture, you know, like not touching and like looking away. All the pictures there came out amazing. I love them.
When I came in and I seen the pictures, they were just so beautiful. I mean, I had no words. They're all very nice. There's details in all of them, and it was all captured really well.
When I walked in and saw the pictures, it also kind of felt like a movie, but the last one really impressed me with the petals up in the air, and the dog, and the guitar. It just felt like a good experience to have.
This inspired me to be more loving to my family now. Even though I see my family a lot, like appreciate them more. My kids, my family, my close family around me too. And other people too, that are like really family for me.
Miguel inspires me because he never gives up, and that teaches me to never give up, and it tells me to, if you keep on trying, then you'll eventually get there no matter how hard it is. You'll eventually get there, and it feels amazing.
The movie Coco beautifully illustrates the power of a portrait and being remembered once we've passed on. This is what motivates me to be a portrait photographer. I want to create the unforgettable portraits my clients will display on their figurative ofrendas. I want them to be forever cherished and remembered by their families.
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song for you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button and share it with your friends. And if you'd like to watch more behind the scenes videos like this one, be sure to click the subscribe button. All the outfits in this video are part of my studio wardrobe and available to all my portrait clients. I devote all of my experience, resources, and energy to help my clients feel as amazing and confident as they're going to look. If you want to learn more about scheduling a photo shoot with me, please click on the link to my website below.